Hey, I'm back. Um, this video is entitled, I guess, Mental Health. Thanks, it's the depression. Um, my mom over the fall told me, I know you don't like it when I comment on your body, but you look so healthy. And I was like, in my head, thanks, it's the depression. So I kind of wanted to open up a place to talk about mental health. I'm not the first person to do so, but I wanted to kind of talk about my own journey through the slog that depression OCD can absolutely be. So I've always been no, I've always had like a level of dysthymia, which is a low level of depression, probably since I was about 6 or so. My first bout of MDD, which is major depressive disorder, hit me when I was a senior in high school, and my major symptoms were like lack of appetite and thoughts of death about once every 60 seconds or so. Um, I later learned that this was probably a combo of my OCD intermingling with my depression, but at the time wasn't even aware that like someone like me could or should go to treatment. Like not even just an outpatient clinic, but like a hospital. Privileged white girl, obviously, but you know. I'm a therapist now, funny enough. So if someone came to me with the symptoms that I had had at the time, I would have said like ER, like at least try the ER, see what they say. Um, I would have recommended an ER visit. And yet people were like constantly complimenting me on my weight loss, and I had like no words to talk about how I felt, and it was just gray. Like there was a constant fog over my face, and I either felt nothing or I felt terrible. Um, I graduated with honors from high school because I was a senior at the time, because the anxiety counterbalances that shit sometimes, depending. Um, then I went to college, and I should mention I went to an all girls high school. Had accidentally been dating a gay guy and had never really experienced romantic male attention. And then plus I was a repressed bisexual woman. So fun there. My parents came to family weekend. My dad had the day off or the weekend off at the time. And my mom's more of like a homemaker. The first thing my dad said was when he was hugging me, "Wow, you've lost weight." So both my parents have gone there. And I was like, thanks, it's the depression in my head. I didn't say to them. I had myself convinced that I'd contracted scurvy. Again, OCD counterbalancing the other debilitating mental illness, just so I could also convince myself to trek to the dining hall in my off hours to grab fruit. And I ate, but like, especially with my roommates and hallmates. But freshman year in the South is where I learned to drink. And that's normal for freshmen. I get that. But like my friends, it's not a good addition to mental illness. And I know we know that. And I know we don't always follow our best advice. I know we're our own worst enemies. And I know I'll say I was a messy fucking bitch at the time. I'll leave it at that. No stories. I'm not going to romanticize it. And I feel like most freshmen, they have to kind of experience the worst of it to get to the best of it. But like, especially when they're freeing themselves from like a conservative Catholic school and a repressed household. But like, I also know that the LGBTQ community has such high rates of substance abuse. And I just want to say, like, if no one out there is your mom, I'm your mom now. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying my hardest. Eventually, anyway, not the point. I went on birth control, gained weight, started having repeated migraines, stress puking, panic attacks, hives. Went to the student counseling center. It wasn't related to birth control. I hated the people it had me up for. Saw my GP, who was a family friend, by the way, which might be unethical. Got put in SSRI because of the panic attacks. I didn't go for the depression, which I should have gone for the depression because it's been going on way longer. I gained more weight, stopped getting compliments. Not that it's fucking relevant. But people love to acknowledge like the pretty parts of depression, like the manic pixie dream girl shit, like ignoring the times when someone hasn't left their house in 2 days or can't clean their dishes or take out their trash because of all the thoughts filling their brain like cotton balls and coming out their ears and coming out their eyes with the fucking stress tears and all the fucking shit you have to go through. And it just pushes everything else out. And like for a while, I thought it was romantic, artistic to be in pain. You know, I'm a poet because whatever, of course I am. And I'm just here to tell you that the message is fucking bullshit. Like, everyone fucking cites Van Gogh as having like this. He's a revered god. Yes, he's amazing. He's talented. But he wanted to be in the psych hospital and he enjoyed the treatments he got. He painted and he told his brother exactly how much he needed to be there. And he lived and he thrived. And you are not your mental illness. Your mental illness may be a part of you, but fuck, like, so's, I don't know, a fucking weird birthmark on your leg, whatever. I don't care. I don't know who you are. I don't know your life. But anyway, I found a new therapist. I've been with her for about 7 years now, and she's amazing. And I really feel like the thing with therapy is it's all about goodness and trust. It's about honesty and doing work. And she's seen me at my worst, my very fucking worst. And she's seen me at my like middle okay, because she's never seen me at my best. But she's gone places with me that I haven't entrusted to anyone else with. And like, I think that's scary, but I do believe it's worth it. I'm an advocate for mental health care, not just because I'm a mental health professional, but also because I wouldn't be here without it. I think it's vital. And I think if you need it, you need it. So this is a safe space if you need a helping ear. I can't do therapy here, obviously. No, not cool, not ethical, no way. But I can give resources for like your specific situation. And this is simply my personal journey, but I wanted to send it like into the ether. So I'm getting to realize like the good energy begets good energy, and I just don't want anyone to have to go through the stupid struggle I've gone through. So that's today's rant.